Good day, my name is Delia Emigo and you're welcome to another edition of Import-Export Platform, Facebook Live from 3T Invest Trade Academy. This is a program that educates Nigerians of international trade and also provides solutions to their trade challenges in Nigeria. Within the studio is
Grace Adedayo.
Alright, in this program we have three very important segments. In segment 1, we have the trade program, trade news, in which we talk about the latest information in the world of trade. And then in trade education is the next segment, in which we talk about a trade program. And I want to talk about our trading program. I'm telling you what we have in store for January. And then in the third segment, we have the trade education. And remember, we have been discussing the AFCFTA market intelligence. And that's what we're discussing in this segment. Remember, this video is on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is 3T Invest TV. Kindly visit the channel, like the video, drop your comment, and please remember to share. Alright, so what do we have in the news today?
So for the trade news, we have a news from Sun Data Post, which says CBN threatens to suspend accounts of oil palm investment saboteur. Then from Nigerian Tribune, we have hashtag PNB at 77. Rice farmers urge Buhari to maintain border closure. Then from Premium Times, we have Nigerian spends $500 million annually on palm oil importation. That's from CBN. Then from Nairametrics, we have petroleum importation gobs 1.13 trillion naira in 2019. Then the last on the news is from Nairametrics. Nigerian's top 10 agricultural export attracts 206.16 billion naira in 9 months.
All right, so let's take the first news.
So the first news, CBN threatens to suspend accounts of oil palm investment saboteur. The Central Bank of Nigeria on Tuesday threatens to suspend the accounts of any person hiding under ECOWAS trade liberalization scheme to sabotage the federal government's investment in reviving the palm oil sector. The governor of the bank, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, made this known during inauguration of the Edo Oil Palm Program in Benin. Emefiele also threatened that accounts of corporate entities, including their cronies and supply chain enablers involved in smuggling palm oil and products into the country would also be suspended. He said the Nigerian palm oil industry was at a crossroad, adding that the economy continued to be threatened by inadequate local production and continued reliance on imports. He noted that the CBN, under its Oil Palm Development and Expansion Initiative, has also far disbursed over 30 billion naira to the oil palm sector. He said the disbursement was being monitored to ensure efficient and effective utilization and maximum output, while all major and apex associations are being encouraged to adopt the outgrowth scheme.
Now, the CBN is basically trying to ensure, some of the things that CBN is doing, when I look at it critically, they're not supposed to be doing it. But CBN is going out of its way to ensure that in Nigeria, some sectors are revived. They've done that for fertilizer, they've done it for text, they're working on tester, they're working on palm, they're working on a number of initiatives, including cotton. But what's interesting about this is that some people have made up their mind that Nigeria must not move forward. And every time government is trying to do one thing, you see some other people coming out with it. Now, if you notice in the fourth paragraph, we talk about ETLS. ETLS is ECOWAS trade liberalization scheme that enables us to trade freely in Africa. A number of palm oil that we use in Nigeria, a number of coconut that we use in Nigeria, a number of even shea butter, a number of products we use in Nigeria are from our neighboring countries, including palm oil. And that palm oil is so interesting that we produce palm oil in Nigeria, but we still import a lot of palm oil because local production is not enough. But CBN is saying we have capacity to produce enough, but we must stop import through the land border. And with land border closure, really, I would be shocked to see people still bringing in palm oil. Was it 2 weeks ago that we did this news? Okay, it was last week, this news that the smugglers are becoming more and more daring, and they are using the maritime space. They are smuggling with flying boat on water and coming into illegal routes into the country. So I won't be surprised if that begins to happen, and maybe that's the channel with which oil is coming in. But CBN government is saying, look, we will suspend their account. And I think CBN must come hard really on those people who have made up their mind to be saboteur of all the government initiatives. Let's move on to the next one.
Okay, hashtag PNB at 77. Rice farmers urge Buhari to maintain border closure. Nigerian Tribune. The Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria, RIFAN, has urged President Muhammadu Buhari to remain focused in his mission to develop Nigeria and maintain the border closure. The association, which used the occasion to celebrate President Muhammadu Buhari on his birthday, also advised the president not to give in to the cheap blackmail on his decision to close down the land border, saying the decision has curtailed the illegal importation of unsafe rice by some businessmen. This is contained in a statement signed by the national president of the association, Alhaji Aminu Gorinyo, and made available to journalists in Sokoto on Wednesday. He said on behalf of the 12.2 million rice farmers, as well as the 108 executives of Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria across the country, I, Alhaji Aminu Gorinyo, the national president of RIFAN, wish to extend our congratulations to President Muhammadu Buhari.
So we have 12.2 million rice farmers.
And we're still importing, or we're still importing rice in Nigeria.
12.2 million rice farmers. I mean, one of the reasons why government gave for land border closure is the importation of rice. So we are going to celebrate December, Christmas, New Year. By the way, Merry Christmas to all our viewers and all our listeners. Christmas was yesterday. Is it yesterday or day before yesterday now? Okay, yesterday. Day before yesterday. That's Wednesday. Now, Merry Christmas to all our listeners and viewers. So we are celebrating Christmas now, and the land border is closed, and we are not in shortage of rice in Nigeria. And that's critical because this is the time the rice demand is going to sky. Of course, the pricing issue has been a challenge, but RIFAN has told us that we expect that the price should drop. I'm optimistic. I'm of the opinion that we need to be self-sufficient in a number of things. And I'm not talking about self-sufficiency just because we want to sell locally. I'm thinking of export, actually. You know, we're always discussing trade on this program. I'm thinking of export. So if we become self-sufficient, then we might be able to take advantage of the billions of dollar market within Africa under the AFCFTA by trading rice with them. So RIFAN, thumbs up. I hope you'll be able to continue this. And I'm hoping that eventually, because this border will have to be open at some point, eventually when this border is open, I hope we'll not revert back to square zero. Or where
don't you think that some guidelines can put in place to avoid the importation of rice?
The issue is there is a guideline in place to prevent it, but some people will just smuggle it. So the government must prevent that smuggling. The people, sometimes some people are so, the desperation to bring this stuff into this country, the desperation, for me, it's like
people make money through that, so they will not want to shut it down.
Why will you be doing illegal business to make money? Why will you be doing illegal business to make money? Say people make money to that place. It's just like CBN on the non-oil on the export prohibition list now. We have wood prohibited for export, and people are exporting wood. So if they now come down on them and say they destroy their business, but the rule has always been there: don't import. Don't export wood. If you must export wood, you must add value to it. So I think a business that will be sustainable must operate within the ambit of the law. Now that next year now they said they will clamp down on tax, people that's the false tax. If you have not paid tax, that means you've been doing illegal business. So the implication is if they clamp down, people complain. But that is the law of the country. If that's the law of the country, you just have to obey. If you don't obey, they come after you. So what I'm trying to say is that it's just sometimes we might not be happy with what the government is doing, but if that is the law, sincerely in the law court, as far as the law is concerned, we have not done what you're supposed to do. And that's very critical and important for us as business people. So the people that are doing importation of rice or whatever it is that are importing, if the government is saying we should not, or they give a guideline on how it should be done, it's just wise to do it. Unless you are doing business just for today, you are not looking for that business for tomorrow. Let's go to the next news.
Nigerians spend $500 million annually on palm oil importation. That's a report from CBN, Premium Times. The governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Governor Godwin.
Okay, now let's move on to the next one. It's still similar to the one that I said we clamped down. It's just talking about, it's similar to the other news, so it's just from another perspective. Let's look at this one on petrol import.
Petrol importation gulps 1.13 trillion in 2019. Nairametrics. Nigerians spent a whopping 1.13 trillion naira on petrol importation between January and September 2019. Latest reports released by Nigerian Bureau of Statistics revealed. The report stated that Nigeria still largely import petroleum known as premium motor spirit, as the country's refineries remain in a moribund state. Though there's a huge decline in the amount spent on petroleum importation into the country, the border closure did not have much effect as the volume of petrol importation rose. Border
closure can now have effect now. 1.1
but then it decreased the amount of importation that was made on PMS?
Because a number of the petrol find their way through the border to the other country. That is petrol that Nigeria has subsidized. Can you just imagine the way some people, some business people just are very, is there any word like that, conscienceless? I don't get it. Nigeria is subsidizing a product, so Nigerian government pays subsidy. You will now go and sell it to another country. I don't get it. It's just unthinkable, but that is what you see in Nigeria. You can't sell it, probably because of arbitrage. I mean, they're able to sell it at the higher price in those countries, but it will get subsidy payment here, but it will go and sell it at the higher price in the other country. And that's what happened. So that accounts for, because I saw that news that in the last 3 months, when you compare the amount of petrol that we have utilized compared to other months, first quarter and second quarter, there has been a serious decline in the volume of petrol. But now, my own issue is, if Nigeria spent 1.1 trillion, $1 billion is 360 billion, $2 billion is 700, $3 billion. So this is about $3 billion on importation. That means at the end of the year, we will have spent about $4 billion on importation. We can save that FX in our foreign reserve if we are producing locally. It's so amazing the fact that we are producing crude, but we are importing PMS. But
then, I think this guy.
Who is that?
What's his name? Dangote. He had a refinery.
It's working on the refinery. So we are hoping
the government should actually support him so that the refinery can be up and then
CBN government have been there, and he's been there. He's giving them every effect they need to be able to do that importation. When they finish, they'll be able to do a lot of petrochemical products. They'll be able to produce a lot of fertilizer, and more importantly, they'll be able to produce PMS.
So it should actually decrease the importation of.
I'm not sure what we need to import again if Dangote started. Dangote was going to have a mega monopoly in that sector. Of course, it's a government-driven sector, so you won't be able to just charge any price. But I'm significant, and the government will save subsidy. But they said it might be 2022 or 2023 before it starts, because it's the fertilizer that will probably start next year. But the idea basically is, I must commend Dangote also on this, the fact that he's taking up that initiative on his own to be able to take that risk, even though the way the world is going. In fact, I saw in the news this week that there's a particular street in London now. Any car that must go on that street must be solar panel, must be no emission. Electric cars is the only one that's allowed, and they are test running. And from there you go to another street, and before you know it, maybe most part of London you won't be able to drive any car that is emitting anyways. Now, that's an indication to you that the world is going to drop petrol. A lot of countries are doing similar things. China is doing the same thing, because hydrocarbon has really been of immense challenge to our environment. Because of climate change issue. So we expect, now, that's saying that maybe in another 10 years, now we'll be able to recoup this investment. But the fact is that in another 20 years, I'm not sure that sector will be as profitable as it is right now. We expect a lot of changes in that sector. Let's move on to the last news.
Nigeria's top 10 agricultural export attracts 206.16 billion naira in 9 months. Nairametrics. Nigeria's agricultural export sector experienced strong growth from January to September 2019. The latest report released by the National Bureau of Statistics shows that the nation's top 10 agricultural export attracted 206.16 billion naira by the end of September 2019. According to the report, Nigeria's top 10 agricultural export rose by 14.1% from 180.67 billion naira in the first 3 quarters of 2018 to 206.16 billion naira in the corresponding period of 2019. Based on the Bureau's report, Nigeria's major agricultural export in the first 3 quarters of 2019 includes sesame seeds, whether or not broken, sesame oil and its fraction, cocoa, cashew nuts, frozen shrimps, prawn, ginger, agro-food items, flowers and flower buds, and plants used for perfumery and
each time I see some on the list of the items we export, it's sad. It's sad that we're still doing a lot of primary product. We want to keep ourselves, make ourselves remain only the farmer of the world. With all these agreed that we're exporting, how much are we making from it? How much are we making from it? A ton of cocoa is so low compared to a ton of chocolate. Chocolate market in the world is about 226 billion. Cocoa market in the world is about 9 billion. Basically saying that we must move away from primary commodities. So I'm not excited about any increase here. It's not a good news, it's a sad news, it's a depressing news that we are still very much interested in commodity export. Some people cannot just do without commodity. I don't know what the problem is with those people, but there is a mindset.
Could it be that it's more profitable than finished product?
The margin on cocoa is so thin, 5%, 10%. Commodity, very thin. You know, the issue with commodity is that the people that will buy is the one that determine price. Anytime they quote a price, when they're going to give you a price, it doesn't matter what the farmer wants to sell. If they say this is the price they are selling, this is the price you
the
want
farmer
to buy.
will have to work towards the amount that they...
The middleman sometimes lose out. The middleman, because farmer will always sell anyway. Farmer is the one that produces primary product. Most of the time lose out. So at the end of the day, it really does not make sense for us. We should be gradually. I'm expecting to see
discourage commodity export.
Government is not that discouraging. You just make a regulation. Make a regulation, but it has to be done in such a way that a company that is into heavily expensive government can say, okay, we are going to give you a 10-year period or 5-year period to translate from cocoa beans to cocoa powder or to cocoa liquor to whatever it is. And we're going to give you social support. This is what you must do with this social period. After this period, you will not be allowed to export commodity again. So it must be done in a stepwise manner, and government was stepping to support. If government doesn't support sincerely, they won't be able to do it. Because some of them will say, there's no road, there's no light, there's no water, there's no light, there's no this, there's no that. Alright, we'll move on to the next segment of the program now, where we'll be discussing trade program. In our trade program, we have the export business cleaning and we have the import trading. Now, in the new year, actually, we are introducing a new training program. A new training program that will allow individuals to be able to take advantage that is residing in export, especially under AFCFTA. By the way, in the new year, if you are working with 3D impairs and you know next to nothing as far as export is concerned, then you can become an export legend within 1 year. And the program has been called from export novice to export legend. Can you read out the features?
Part of the features is that you'd have a developed product and brand without a factory. Developed product and brand without a factory.
I'm sure some people will be surprised. How do I have a product and brand without a factory? Come for the program and learn that.
Also, you'd have access to contract manufacturers for your products.
Contract manufacturers. And that's one of the steps into having a product and a brand without a factory. What's the next one?
Guaranteed buying leads from...
We have partners in UK and in US who will help you look for buyers. So we have guaranteed buying. Let's move on.
And because of the 12th month, you'd have completed a diploma in export business management.
So this program has incited in it a diploma in export business management. So you write test, you write exam, you write test, you write exam, and you become an export legend. Yes.
And also, you'd have access to companies abroad for development of your packaging material.
You are worried about how to do your packaging material. The only thing you need to worry about is the money to do it.
You'd have free export advisory services during the course of the program.
You are worried about how do you then manage this process and business. We are here to assist you with the advisory services.
And there's free subscription to join the African Export Development Initiative to the US.
AFED is over 2 years old. It has helped people to ship to UK. To Cote d'Ivoire is going to help you to ship to the US. Remember, I said we have partners in these locations that we can work, that we are working with to help your business grow and create export market for you. So AFED is, when you are paying for this program, you have to pay for AFED again. You pay for this program and then you have to pay for AFED again. AFED is already incorporated in this program from export novice to export legend. Yes?
Your business will be positioned to take advantage of the African market under AFCFTA.
Because you are doing the executive diploma in export business management, you are going to be learning a lot about the African continental free trade area, and your business will be positioned to take advantage. There is a huge opportunity, huge advantage in the AFCFTA. You will learn a lot about it, and you'll be able to take advantage of the AFCFTA. Yeah?
Of course, there will be export license from NEPT that gives you certificate to be able to export out.
So one of the benefits is that you will get an export license, and then
you have a free book. And
not a free book, I think it's
free book.
2 books.
Yeah, 2 books. Export business made easy, and export trade finance.
Yes, so we have an export business aid and export trade finance. Please, this is very important. This is a very, and the reason why we are doing this program and it's why 12 months, we realize that 2-day program sometimes is not helping people. It's not, people are not learning enough to take action. You know, when you come every Saturday, you are challenged, you see the reason, you see the need, you have every reason to do something about it. And that's the beauty of the weekly program. And it's a year-long program to get you started. Alright, so we'll move on to the last segment of the program now. And the last segment, we are basically talking about every day and every week. I talk about every day. In this program, we talk about every week. And it's talking about the AFCFTA market intelligence. I'm not happy what we're talking about today, but I'll talk about it all the same. It's a product that company imports in Africa, but it's a good one for those into that sector because the sector is not for SMEs. The sector is for big business people. Can we look at them?
Okay, so the product we're talking about is crude oil.
So who are the major importers of crude oil in Africa?
South Africa. They import 57%, that's about $6.44 billion.
Okay.
Then you have, next is Egypt, they do 14%, so about $1.58 billion.
Alright.
Then you have Togo, they do $1.06 billion, which consists about 9.4%. Then you have Cote d'Ivoire, it constitutes 5.9%, they do about $666.7 million. Then you have Zambia. Zambia constitutes 3.5% and they do $395.5 million.
These are some of the people that buy crude oil from Nigeria, especially South Africa. South Africa is consuming so much crude oil. So much crude oil. And South Africa is a major trading partner of Nigeria. Nigeria exports a lot of crude oil to South Africa and imports a lot of items also from South Africa. So for those who can afford this, do you know how much Africa imports in crude oil? 11.3 billion. 11.3 billion. This is one of the largest, biggest items that Africa is importing. But can we go and look at the exporters? Look at the exporters. Look at the exporters of this product. Who are the major exporters of this product in Africa?
Nigeria.
You know, since we have started this program, AFCFTA Market Intelligence, we have done now probably about 10, 15, about 20 episodes. This is the only time Nigeria is the major exporter of the product. And what are we exporting? Crude. What quantity?
31%, which found about $35.6 billion. So
out of the total import of crude oil being imported by all African countries, Nigeria is contributing 35%. Sorry, 31% rather. That's $35 billion. So our export from Africa, export of Africa for this product is huge. Who is the next one?
Angola. They do 24%, that's $26.8 billion. Then next is Libya, 12%, $14.1 billion. Then next is Angola, 11%, $12.8 billion. Then last is Egypt, 4.1%, $4.69 billion.
These are the countries that are major exporters. They are the ones that will enjoy this market. Remember, this market is 11.3 billion, and those that will enjoy it include Nigeria, Angola, Libya, Algeria, Egypt, who are the major exporters of crude out of Nigeria. Out of Africa, rather, major export of crude out of Africa. As we round up this program, we would like to say Merry Christmas again. In few days, we'll be seeing the New Year 2020. We have a lot of programs for you in 2020. We're going to continue discussing our AFCFTA implementation, AFCFTA market intelligence. We're going to also be talking about a lot about the export of agenda. That's a card for us in New Year. We are trying to ensure that a number of businesses who are serious, who are ready for export, have all that it takes in terms of skills to be able to benefit from the AFCFTA in the new year. Remember, this program is starting in July, so if you join us in January, February, you will be able to enjoy, to prepare adequately rather, and start the trading, because the idea of this program is basically to ensure that you have a product. I'm not talking about raw materials, cashew, ginger, finished product, both food and non-food. You will have a product that you can be proud of, that will be in your name, in your brand, that you will be able to on the African continent and also to other markets around the world. Let's sing what's the Christmas song? Want to go? We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish